Now, they say a comic hero is made by their villains, but in my opinion, that just isn't the case. There's plenty of heroes who are staples in the medium like Wonder Woman, Wolverine, Iron Man, etc. who don't necessarily have too many well-known villains. There's only really two superheroes I can think of with a vast rogues gallery, and that's Batman and Spider-Man. Like, plenty of casuals can name at least 10 of their villains for Bats and Spidey. And I think it's really all about exposure. Batman and Spider-Man are the most popular heroes and have the most movies, comics and games between them than any other character. And even exposure such as CW Flash, that did its job showcasing some of Flash's villains, though it had questionable writing, still show more villains for the character, helping you settle in and become more well versed to the character and their environment. Now with Superman, many people don't actually realize how underrated his rogues gallery is, because many times they are so powerful they just end up becoming Justice League villains. Example like Darkseid and Brainiac are commonly just dealt with the entire Justice League. Now when it comes to the theatrical movies of Superman going all the way back to 1978, really only the same three villains have been picked. Lex Luthor, who of course is the most iconic Superman villain perhaps, but he is slightly overused. General Zod, and some kind of clone made from the DNA of Superman. Luthor, however, is the main villain in 5 Superman movies, including Batman vs Superman. Luthor in the 1978 movie wants to destroy California to build a new West Coast under his rule. In Quest for Peace, Lex creates a Superman clone called Nuclear Man from the strand of Superman's hair. Lex returns once again in Superman Returns, where he has a Kryptonite island. He returns once again for Batman vs Superman, where he's responsible for Batman fighting Superman and creates another Kryptonian clone from Zod's DNA, and it's Doomsday. And in the latest James Gunn Superman, Lex returns once again as the main antagonist, where he seeks to destroy Superman's reputation. And it appears he's returning once again for Superman Man of Tomorrow, though it's unclear whether he'll be fighting Superman or they'll be working together. Now Lex Luthor from Superman is a straight up hater. The movie best conveys the pure rage Lex feels about having Superman around. He creates a near perfect Kryptonian clone. He has access to a pocket dimension that nearly tears the planet apart in hopes to leverage it against Superman. He creates an international conflict, endangering the lives of a population from an entire country. Now for the upcoming Superman movie, I'm hoping Lex isn't once again the main villain, since there are so many unexplored Superman villains, and let's also not do another General Zod for the next installment. We have never seen Bizarro on the big screen, who would be very interesting to see. We've also never seen Brainiac, who's up there with Lex and Zod in terms of status. Now Brainiac is possibly one of Superman's greatest threats. He is responsible for the destruction of Krypton in some iterations. Now there have been multiple attempts at bringing Brainiac to the big screen, but they never really work out. Now, given the fantastic feel to the James Gunn universe, Brainiac wouldn't be out of place and would fit right in. Seeing Superman and Supergirl take on Brainiac as he's captured the capital of Krypton would be a great storyline to explore. With the introduction of interdimensional imps in the Gunn universe, I wouldn't be surprised if we see an appearance from Mr. Mixie. But there's also plenty of other villains who don't need to be main antagonists, but simply just there to match Superman in terms of power. We have Metallo, who's a con man or a soldier in some depictions. His conscience is transplanted into a metal alloy called Metallo, whose main leverage against Superman is the fact that his heart is made from kryptonite. You also have Livewire, who's basically like Electro. She directs the anger from her transformation at Superman. Then of course you have Parasite, who can absorb energy and powers, and it would just be really cool to see these villains at least featured in a Superman movie.